Get ready for 120 speed. 5 seconds. Start. From the above discussion, it is more than clear that before any levy can be upheld as a fee, it must be shown that the levy has reasonable correlationship with the services rendered by the government. In other words, the levy must be proved a quid pro quo for the services rendered. We further would like to point out that the fee levied is not on the agricultural produce in the sense of imposing any kind of tax or duty on the agricultural produce, nor it is a tax on the transaction of produce or sale. The fee is an imposed on the respondent number 4, NAFED, buyer of the agricultural produce in the market in relation to transaction of its purchase. The agriculturists are necessarily not required to part with or share any portion of the burden of the fee. Therefore, it would be myopic to draw any self-serving interest from clause B2 of chapter 2 of guidelines for price support scheme. Even the very guidelines for price support scheme requires notification if any exemption from mandi tax levy is to be given. Herein comes section 59 of the APMC Act. It reads as follows. 59. Power to exempt market committees, etc. Provisions of Act. The state government may, by a general or special order in the official gazette, exempt any market committee or any class of persons from any of the provisions of this Act or any rules made thereunder, or may direct that such provision shall apply to such market committee or to such class of persons with such modifications, not affecting the substance thereof, as may be specified in that order, provided that no order to the prejudice of any market committee shall be passed without an opportunity being given to such market committee to represent its case. A bare reading of section 59 would show that the state government is empowered by a general or special order in the official gazette to exempt any market committee or any class of persons from any of the provisions of the APMC Act or any rules made thereunder, or may direct that such provision shall apply to such market committee or to such class of persons with such modifications, not affecting the substance thereof, as may be specified in that order. The provision to section 59 puts a rider and clarifies that no order to the prejudice of any market committee shall be passed without an opportunity being given to such market committee to represent its case. In the instant case, admittedly, no notification has been published in the official gazette as per the mandate of section 59 of the Agricultural Produce Marketing Development and Regulation Act 1963, for short APMC Act 1963. Assuming for the sake of argument that any such notification does not exist, then the respondents have not brought on record anything to show that before passing of such notification in the official gazette, the petitioner was afforded an opportunity to represent its case. This clearly demonstrates the failure on the part of respondents to fulfill the guidelines for price support scheme. In the light of above discussion, we now would like to spare a thought whether the respondent number 4, NAFED, in the present case is an instrumentality or agency of the government so that it can be squared up to writ jurisdiction. The answer must obviously be in the affirmative if we have regard to the guidelines for the price support scheme Exhibit B. We offer our reasons. The guidelines for price support scheme issued by the Government of India seek to ensure remunerative prices to the growers for their produce with a view to encourage higher investment and production and to safeguard interest of consumers by making supplies at reasonable prices with low cost of intermediation. The price policy also seeks to evolve a balanced and integrated price structure in the perspective of the overall needs of the economy. This is apparent from Chapter 1 of the Guidelines for Price Support Scheme within brackets PSS. The guidelines for price support scheme seek to achieve the above visualized targeted objectives as conceived and formulated in tandem with state UT government. The state UT government, in pursuing the realization of these said objectives, is required to make all necessary logistic and working capital arrangements. Similarly, respondent number 4, NAFED and others are made central nodal agencies for the procurement of notified agricultural commodities of oil seeds and pulses under price support scheme. There is no dispute on this count from the side of respondent number 4, NAFED, since the basic function of respondent number 4, NAFED, being a central nodal agency, is not only to ensure the implementation of price support scheme guidelines but also to fulfill the cherished objectives. It is as good as government functionary, albeit having character of central nodal agency. The central government, through its nodal agencies like NAFED, is performing public and statutory duty in the light of price support scheme guidelines. That's all.